Are you feeling exhausted? You're battling brain fog, and you're also dealing with unexplained weight gain? Maybe you're also dealing with hair loss, mood swings, and even floaters in your eyes. These symptoms may have you questioning everything: your effort, your strength, or even your self-worth. But let me tell you something. You are not lazy, you are not weak, and you are surely not playing the victim. These symptoms are real. Your body might be struggling, but you are not broken. And yes, you can be healed. I want to share something very personal. I've recently walked through everything that I just described. I felt like my body was failing me. I had floaters in my eyesight. I was dealing with chronic fatigue. I mean, complete exhaustion all the time. Even the simple tasks would feel so overwhelming. And the mental fog, I mean, memory issues, tripping over my words over and over. The frustration was so real. I thought I was going crazy. I went through rounds of tests, ultrasounds, blood tests, and I'm still currently on a waiting list for an MRI. I was prescribed medication. I went on an extended sick leave from work. I mean, girl, the whole shebang. And for the better part of it all, I wondered if I'd ever feel like myself again. But then top of the year, I had already realized that the foundation of my life needed to be set on God. And so the foundation for my healing was also in my faith, and that changed everything. Now, while faith is the foundation of my healing, and this is what I want to share with you today, is the journey and the natural ways that I'm dealing with it and how you can too. Yes, faith is the base, but you gotta put in the work. I had to put in the work to create the right environment for my healing. In other words, for my body to thrive, for my body to heal itself the way God designed it to do. Faith without works is dead. Okay, now first let's talk about the thyroid. This tiny butterfly-shaped gland in your neck plays a huge role in regulating your energy, your metabolism, and your hormones. And when it's out of balance, whether it's due to hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism, or an autoimmune condition like Hashimoto's, your entire body feels the effects. I want to go through a list of symptoms that you want to look out for. Fatigue. That doesn't go away. I mean, you wake up in the morning, you feel tired. I have a daughter, I'm a single mom. Getting up early, getting her ready for school. Everything felt like an impossible chore, but I pushed myself over and over again, but I knew something was wrong. So this is something you want to watch out for. If you're having a full night of sleep, you're going to bed early, and you're still feeling exhausted in the morning, and that happens over a long extended period of time, you may be dealing with a hormonal imbalance. Hair loss. Girl, when I tell you, I mean, I have a whole lot of hair. I know I was blessed in that department. I probably have like 3 or 4 hair strands coming out of each pore, but I was losing, especially my edges. My hair was thinning in my brows. It showed. I knew something was up. Another symptom to look out for is brain fog. That is so frustrating. You're trying to remember things. You're trying to think of the right words, and you're tripping over your words. You're stuttering, and you've never really had a stutter issue. That was me. Or that feeling of like mental sluggishness. Like it just feels weird. But if the way that I'm trying to describe it is resonating with you, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're gaining weight unexplainably, or you're simply having trouble losing weight, especially in the abdomen area, that is a symptom to look out for. If you're dealing with mood swings, so if you all of a sudden you're in angry mood perhaps, or just irritable when you were just fine 5 seconds ago, if you happen to just feel super sad and depressed out of nowhere. I'll give you an example. I remember being in the shower and just starting to cry for no reason. I would just catch myself like, why do I feel like crying? I have no reason to be sad right now, but tears just want to gush out of my eyes, and I can't explain why. So if this all sounds familiar, you're not alone. Let's dive into it. Okay, so here are the key steps that I took on this healing journey. And again, I'm still on this journey. I'm not fully healed. I'm not fully cured, but I'm doing much better. I want to share with you exactly what I've done so far to improve my health. I prefer something called holistic wellness, which means we're looking at the mind, the body, and the soul. I don't stick to just what the doctors say, because to me, not just to me, it's a fact. They look at the symptoms and they try to see ways that we can just reduce or eliminate the symptoms. I prefer an approach where we look at the root causes and we deal with it from the root using a whole person approach. So one of the first things that I've learned about thyroid issues and what can cause those is your environment and the toxins around you. As most of us already know, the food that we eat can either heal us or harm us. And many everyday products, from processed foods to even beauty products, they can contain things called endocrine disruptors. They are chemicals that mess with our hormones. Stick to the end. I'm going to show you a tool that you can use to not only check to see if the stuff that you use or the food that you eat contain some of these chemicals, and also offer you some non-toxic alternatives. But please start small. It can easily get overwhelming. You want to switch out one product at a time. The second thing we want to hone in on is nutrient deficiencies. If you are deficient in key nutrients such as vitamin D or iodine, it can make your thyroid symptoms worse. So some supplements that I've added to my routine is vitamin D. It not only supports your immune system, but it also supports hormone balance. I've also taken this homeopathic formula for the thyroid. It was recommended by my naturopathic doctor, and it has successfully helped raise my thyroid hormone levels naturally. The third thing, we want to support your liver. Your liver plays a key role in not only breaking down excess estrogen and toxins that can affect your thyroid function. There are very powerful herbs such as milk thistle, dandelion, and also parsley that help support your liver in a natural way. Also chlorophyll, if you know, you know, it's not new in my world. It's a natural detoxifier, and that's something very important for your liver, which plays a key role in hormone balancing. Number 4 is rest and stress management. Stress is a major trigger. So for me, managing stress has been through prayer, meditation, worship music. You may want to meditate on scriptures like Philippians 4:6-7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Now, with my condition, hypothyroidism, you are also dealing with, again, sadness, but also anxiety. So L-theanine has helped me tremendously with managing my stress levels. It also helps me focus and just get my ish together, basically. It chills me down. You always want to check with your doctor before you start on supplements, especially if you're taking medication. Okay, number 5. This one to me is probably the one that tops them all. Emotional healing. Healing isn't just physical, it's emotional and spiritual too. You have to forgive yourself and others. Please hear my heart. You have to forgive yourself and others. Whatever that means to you, you know exactly what it means. You want to let go of bitterness. You know what they say about bitterness? It's like taking a poison and expecting the other person to get hurt. But when we forgive, we make space for our healing and for God to work. Okay, last but not least, the one tool that I highly recommend that has helped me find the products that I need to get rid of, but also non-toxic alternatives, is the Yuka app. So most of the functions are free. You scan food and personal care products. It gives you a score that's based on the ingredients. Yeah, it's a really easy way to identify what's safe and what to avoid, and it helps you make healthier choices without doing the guesswork. Now, let me leave you with this. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Your body is resilient. It was made to heal itself. When God created everything, He said, it's good. What He made is good. The way He made your body is good. You are good. So when things go awry, we just got to give it what it needs to come back together. Have faith, take intentional actions, start where you are, and take it one step at a time. Whether it's switching to cleaner products, taking a few minutes out of your day to pray, focusing on foods that nourish you, that heal you, every effort counts. And you have to remember that healing takes time. I'm on this journey. If you're on it with me, we got this, sis. And most importantly, God's got me and God's got you.